So, hello guys, welcome to this new video. This time around, this is a podcast, but not a Yu-Gi-Oh related podcast. This one is a podcast about Pokemon, and I have a very special guest. I have with me. Hello.
Oh, I should have introduced myself. So, hello guys, Eric here from Yu-Gi-Oh!Comic Life channel.
Hello, Eric. It's great to have you here.
It's great to be here.
So, yeah, it's not about Yu-Gi-Oh! It's about Pokemon. Yeah, we wanted to talk about the different generations about Pokemon. I don't know how many there are. Was it 10? Was it 11? How many are there out
The
there?
generations. I believe it's 10 generations actually.
10. Wow. So the ones that I know are Kanto, Ihto, the third one.
Wait, actually it's 9. It's 9. Wait, it's
9?
It's just 9.
The third one was, I guess, Sinnoh? Oh, no, the fourth one was Sinnoh. The third one was...
Yep, it was... It comes like this. First is Kanto, then Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh.
Hoenn.
Unova.
Right. Okay, Unova was the I don't know the English word. It was the Tahiti Hawaii one with the sun and the beach and something. Sun and moon.
No, Unova was different. The sun and moon was in Alola.
Okay. There's a difference in the games we played. Okay. Okay, this makes sense.
It's not because the games. It's because I watched the anime. So.
Okay. And the other four are.
So it's Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Unova,
Sinnoh.
Oh, right. Sinnoh. That's 5. Generation 6 was in. Damn it! I forgot the Kalos. Yeah, Kalos. 7 was Sun and Moon. Generation 8 was in Galar, and now we have Generation 9 in Paldea, I believe.
Yes, right. Two idiots can come unprepared into a podcast. That's the result.
I'm mixing them every now and then myself.
At last, you did watch the anime. I watched the anime, I guess. I think the Johto until Johto, and then Unova a little bit. Oh no, not Unova. The what was the third generation again?
Hoenn.
Hoenn, yeah. I think I watched the Hoenn one and then the Sinnoh one only a little bit. I only watched 3 movies. The first one, the second one, and the third one. And I think I did watch the movie with the 3 golems, Wiggy Eyes, Wiggy Steel, and Wiggy Rock. But that's it. I watched 4 movies around... I guess
which one? Because I believe the Regis are actually appearing in multiple movies, so it's a good question. Which one?
Oh God, I have no idea. I guess they were at some mountain, and then the team got attacked by Wiggy Steel, Wiggy Ice, and Wiggy Rock.
Good question. I don't know which one are you talking about.
I don't.
The first one that came to my mind. The first one that came to my mind is when Lucario debuted.
Your favorite Pokemon, by the way.
Yep, my favorite.
I cannot even say what my favorite Pokemon is because of some stupid rule people made on the internet. But my very first favorite Pokemon was Vaporeon.
Ah, yes.
but actually no,
It's cool.
it's Sprigatito.
Cool, actually. Ah.
But Vaporeon will always be my first favorite. But the problem is, people are stupid. And the internet is even stupid.
Yeah, I don't get this idea that you like Vaporeon or God of War and you are considered some kind of freak. I don't get this idea. I mean, I get where they come from, but for real, be for real. What the fuck?
Yes. Actually, yes. So, from all the I don't know how from let's move aside from the anime and the movies. Let's go into the actual games. How many of the games did you personally play on console or on what's called emulator?
So I actually never owned a Nintendo console myself. I had some games lying around, and I decided to emulate them. So I play on an emulator. My first Pokemon game, I believe, and I really picked up this hobby recently. I believe a few months ago, actually. My first game was Pokemon Yellow.
Ooh, directly starting with a classic one.
Yep, I started with Yellow. Then I skipped 2 generations and started with Diamond, the original.
So you did choose Dialga.
Yep. And I played. I believe I had like 3 hours in the game. I was at the 3rd or 4th gym leader. And the game crashed and the file got corrupted.
Oh no.
So I lost all the progress I made.
Yeah,
I decided.
So you decided to step to the next generation.
Yeah, I just couldn't bear to start again.
The problem is, I played the emulators for Nintendo DS, I think. DS ones were the ones that you could play Pearl, Diamond, and so on. They all have the problems. If you emulate them, they crash. If you use phones, if you use your computer, they're most likely about to crash. I don't know why there is this particular issue, but they're most likely to crash.
It's easy actually. You see, to emulate a game, you first have to make the game think that you're actually playing on the right hardware. So when you're playing on your phone, you're actually digitally creating a 3DS or a DS in this case. So basically your phone is working overtime. So first he has to simulate the DS and then run the game itself. That's why it's kind of unstable.
Okay. That makes actually sense. So a PC would be way better to emulate something like that?
Yes, actually. But also, it really depends on what do you try to emulate. Because I have on my laptop here installed an emulator for 3DS games. And I played the Ultra Sun, another game I jumped into. I played the Ultra Sun on my laptop for 3 hours and then it crashed. Again, losing all my progress. So
this is frustrating.
Yep. But anyway, yeah.
So for myself, I actually started way back then when the games came out. So my first pick was the blue version with the new Game Boy Color. Yes. I actually still have all my games. But the problem is I have no idea where. I gave them my little brother. but he doesn't have it, so they're actually lost. So I hope that one day I will find them again, because I don't want to play with them, but I do want to have them.
Yeah, in a collection.
Yeah, so to have something lying around as an old senior, talking to my kids. Way back in my time, I played these games, or something like that. So old grandpa Yugimoto. Yeah.
Like back in my day, Blastoise was used a lot. Now young whippersnappers have no idea what is that.
Way back then, we don't had games to play. We had only play with ourselves.
Pause.
So after that, I had the yellow version, just like you. This was epic, because you basically was Ash Ketchup, and you
Ketchup.
Yes, I always call him. Yeah, I know. I always call him Ash Ketchup.
Ah, yeah. You're not alone, actually.
And oh my gosh, I will not cut anything on that. But this was quite insane. For the feeling, it was insane, because you were the main protagonist. You actually were Ash, and you actually had kind of the feeling that you were playing the line of the series, kind of. You go into
in a way, yeah.
In one way, we got T-Rocket, Jesse, and James. You could catch Pidgeotto in the forest, and all that stuff. You got Charmander, you got Squirtle, you got a Bulbasaur. This was pretty great. But the only thing that was really hard in the beginning, Pikachu eats a lot of XP, and he level ups very slowly, and the first gym leader, Brooke, is such a powerhouse in the beginning.
Oh.
To beat Brooke...
Don't remind me. I still have PTSD. God damn it.
To beat Brooke... To beat Brooke, I actually did catch me a Caterpie, evolved it until the end, make it level 10, so it learns Confusion, and then I beat with what's the English name? I don't know the German name. The Butterfree, was it, right?
Yes, Butterfree was.
Okay. In Germany, it's Smetbo, so I had to think about it. So it learned Confusion, and then I beat Brooke with it.
I don't actually remember what did I do to beat Brock. But I do know Pikachu gave it the final push.
I find it funny that you had to achieve all the rare Pokemon like Bulbasaur and Squirtle to the happiness level of Pikachu. So if you fucked up and Pikachu just loses once, his happiness meter was going so heavy that it would piss itself. And that would make it actually impossible to get the starter Pokemon. And in the beginning, as little child, if you play it, then actually, okay, you will lose. Sometimes you will lose with Pikachu. And then he's so pissed, and then you're like, okay, my Pikachu is level 30. Why don't I get this fucking starter Pokemon? After that, I played with Pokemon Silver, which was pretty cool. It was with the Lugia ones. It was the first Johto generation.
And I skipped that in the third generation altogether.
And after Silver, they made the Crystal version. And Crystal is without a doubt my favorite Pokemon game ever. it got so many things right. And it was the very first Pokemon game where the Pokemons were animated. They could move.
Oh, yes. Ah, really?
Yes, and the commercials, they actually didn't say that. So at Easter, I got the Pokemon Crystal game for Easter. And when I started the game, then my first catch at my very first Pokemon, and I was like, wait, did it just move? And I was so happy as kid because it was something completely new.
Yeah, the jump in hardware that allowed the software to work like this is actually great.
It's pretty cool, yes.
It was mind-boggling for the time.
And after that, I didn't had any hardware with Pokemon, so I played on emulator, the Generation 3 and Generation 4, and I ended playing Pokemon with Platinum. That was the last game I actually played, and now I'm playing things like Fire Red and Leaf Green, or Hex. I really like to play Hex because you can play very unique stories from other people that really put a lot of effort into these games. I played as Team Rocket member, or I can go into a region that doesn't exist and catch diverse Pokemon from all 9 generations and something like that. They are really cool hacks out there.
Not bad, actually. It's interesting.
So,
I myself really just played some mainline games. Like I said, it was Yellow first. Then I played Diamond. Then I played the Black version 2. Then I moved on to Pokemon X. And now I'm playing Ultra Sun. Yeah.
I find it interesting that they moved away from the coloring and got into letters and now into objects.
What do you mean?
Yeah, first it's called Yellow Edition, then it's called so Sun Edition, and then now they're going into swords and some stuff like that.
Yeah, Sword and Shield.
And one time they used letters like X and Y.
Yes, X and Y. I believe it's whatever that has an opposite.
Yeah, something like that. Next edition is male and female.
No, it's actually I believe they move away from these dual releases, because I believe the next Pokemon game is just Legends ZA, and that's it.
Ah, right. The Arceus one was the next games. Arceus 2.
I don't know about that. I know that there is a trailer for a Legends ZA game, and it's supposed to release this year, I believe, for the Switch 2.
Yeah, that's right. With what's called in English? Oh God, the crocodile one. Oh God, yesterday I knew the names. Oh God, I'm dumb. What's it called? Chikorita, was it?
Yes, the
starter.
Hoenn? No, the Johto starters.
Yeah, except for the hedgehog. They didn't take the hedgehog, but they take this one swine from which Nova region, I guess. What was he? This sumo swine. This fire starter.
Oh, the The one that evolves into Embor.
Yeah, this one fat pig.
Tepig, I believe. That's the name.
It's a pretty. I find it pretty strange. If you think about it, hey, we take 2 Nova and 1 O Nova, and then you were like, okay, why? And then they showed, hey, every one of them has a new end stage, and you was like, okay, that makes sense, because the fire one actually got his new end stage with I don't know his typing. Yeah, he's fire psycho or something like that. In this China-oriented Pokemon game, was it Unova? Was it? This one game where different Pokemon had other typing, or they look other, just like what's I don't know the English name for Pokemon. God damn it! Like the Arcanine is looking in this version completely other. It's he has much more hair. Which generation was it? The region, was it Unova? The Nova region. It's like to China, Asia touch.
Oh, I can't remember actually. Oh.
Shit. I should have looked that up.
Well, that should be a good idea, but
oh well, okay. Okay, so from all the generations you played, or you watched it on the TV, what is your favorite region?
Oh, my favorite region must be Alola, actually.
Okay, why?
It has the greatest atmosphere, in my opinion. So the island setting, it's cool for me. I always wanted to visit the Hawaiian Islands, but it's far away.
Oh yes, but not as far away as Sebastian Heenan.
So I believe for me Alola, it's the best. I love it very much. It's my favorite actually, the Alolan region. It has also one of my favorite Pokemons of all time. I believe it's exclusive to that, or it was exclusive until that point to that region alone, because it debuted there. It's Rockruff, who evolves into Lycanroc.
That was the stone dog.
Yes.
Oh. And now he has 2 evolutions, I think. One at day and one at night.
3 actually. It has 3.
Is that 3?
Yep. It's something I never understood. Because the third evolution, it happens actually in a short window of 2 hours in game, right at the sunset.
That makes no sense.
So it has the midday, midnight, and dusk form.
Okay, I actually never knew that.
It doesn't make sense, because if you are going by that logic, it should have a morning form also. So, what the hell? But to be fair, I'm also the guy that that objectively hates that Eevee has so many evolutions. So
it kind of makes sense that Eevee has so many evolutions, because it is a Pokemon that actually has a very complicated genetic code, and it copies its surroundings, kind of. But the typing they gave them, so for the start, water makes sense, thunder makes sense, fire makes sense. But after that, okay, psychic for the day and the other one for the night. But then
dark.
But yeah,
Umbreon, it's dark, I believe.
Yeah, it's dark. I was missing that one word. And okay, and plants and ice also make sense, but the fairy typing, it's not really an element. If Eevee got something like ground or the stone or air, so flying type, so that would make sense. But fairy, god damn it.
Well, yeah. That's why I don't. So if they left it based on elements, I believe, yeah, it's okay, it's fine.
Yeah, it would made much more sense. But okay, they the fans believe that in the new Pokemon game, the new Legend game, Eevee will actually receive its, I guess, 9th evolution.
Maybe.
So
I heard something, but I'm not really sure if it's a dragon form or we already have one.
Oh god, dragon form. No. Gave them a flying form and name it Arion or something like that. Dragon form. Gosh, we have enough dragons.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's a fan-made thing.
So in Aloha, there is actually that one cute trainer. It's called, I guess, Lily.
I did not reach her yet.
Ah, okay. And her hot MILF mother, I forgot the name. I guess it's...
I can't help you with this one. I did not reach it.
What do you don't like about Aloha region?
So far, they removed, or I don't know, maybe I should just go around in the settings of the emulator, but right now I can only use the digital joystick to move around, and that really just cuts my precision in half. So maybe it's an emulator thing, maybe it was with the 3DS, and also they introduced this. Okay, it's not the fault of the Alolan region or the game revolving around it, because actually this feature was introduced in X, but it's just so obnoxious that it's so in your face. This option that, okay, now you, after each and every battle, you can take care of your Pokemon, you can give it a shower, you can remove the dirt of it. It's optional, but I don't like it that it's always there. It pops up that, like, okay, press this button to give your Pokemon a shower. Like, okay, get out of my face.
You dirty little
I don't like it. And also this dances that they make. I'm like, bro, please don't.
And then in the end, there's the Final Fantasy music after you got your victory. Oh my gosh.
But other than that, actually, these are my only criticisms, actually, because the fact that they changed up the gym battles into these trials, actually, it's okay for me. I like it.
Okay. Which one do you like more, the lion or the bat? The Solgaleo, where it's called?
Oh, the sun or the moon?
Yeah.
I'm actually preferring the son, the Sogaleon.
Yeah, me too. The line is really cool.
Yeah. Lunala, I don't know about her actually.
I find it quite interesting that a legendary Pokemon actually has to evolve to get its legendary status.
Yeah, that's actually quite a strange turn of events, but I like it actually. What I also like is the Tapus that they are actually involved with the happenings. So like Tapu Koko, the first island guardian, the first I believe they are legendaries that you meet. It's actually involved in the plot. It shows up. It does stuff. It's not like the other generations that you get to see them or you get to catch them and that's it.
So they actually have a story time behind it.
Yes, they actually do stuff, and I like it.
This is actually one of the reasons why I liked my Crystal version so much, because they gave legendary Pokemon a little bit story in the beginning of Silver and Gold, but in Crystal they gave them a much more meaning. You skip them, but to go on my side, so I really like the Johto region. Someone could say, okay, that's a bit strange because I started with Kanto, so I really started on the very beginning of the Pokemon universe itself. But I like another region better than the first one. So Kanto is cool and all, but I don't like it that much. But Johto was for me the time I was spending the most time as a kid. I don't know why, actually, but there were so many things that were mysterious and fantastic, and I had such great adventures and journeys in this region. And to pick up the topic with the legendaries and their stories, so Pokemon Crystal actually has a story that you go into the world, try to be a Pokemon master, catch them all and that stuff. But you go in the middle of the adventure to your third batch. You go to, I guess in English it's called Take City. And Take City has two towers. One to the left, which is completely burned up and is now a ruin. And some tower that it's still standing high in the sky. So the story behind this town is in the burnt tower.
You talk about the three dogs or whatever they are.
Yes, Suicune, Entei, and Welko.
Oh, and I know the story.
And they were actually living in the left tower together with Lugia, but lightning strikes and the tower got really heavy burned. The three dogs die and Lugia fly away in shock. So, and Ho-Oh was the one that actually resurrected the tree. And the interesting part is that the trio is linked to Ho-Oh, because it's obvious he resurrected all three of them. And when you go the first time into this town, you go into the burning tower, and the three dogs are still in this tower, sleeping, and they haven't moved away any bit. They were made of stone, and when you move into this room together with the dogs, then they first awaken after a very long slumber. I don't know how long they did sleep, because the town is actually very ancient, but the story behind it is pretty cool. So when you talk with the people in Take City, you learn so much about the city and about the towers, and nobody was actually expecting that Yugioh was living in this city as well. So there were 5 legendaries living in one city together with humans, and that was pretty crazy.
And that's actually crazy to think about.
And you have to in Crystal, you have to catch Entei, Raikou, and Suicune to meet Ho-Oh. Otherwise, you don't have the respect of Ho-Oh, and he will never show up to you.
That's interesting, actually. So, I don't know, I skipped past that game, so I don't know, maybe I will circle back and play it.
Actually, you should give it a try. And Johto was actually my favorite design for the hero, with his cap on and his shorts, and with the bag he had, and with the new watch. This was the first time he had other technic device other than the Pokédex, the Dexter with him. He also had a watch, or where we called phone other people's, and so he has practically an Apple Watch. But back in the time there were no Apple Watch, so it was kind.
So there it debuted.
Actually, yes.
I was always under the belief system that it debuted in Generation 4 with Diamond and Pearl.
No, so it really started in Johto, and that was pretty cool because the protagonist was the design I really liked, and all the stuff he had. So the and design of and mysteries and of the island itself and the stories behind everything. So it was pretty cool.
Interesting.
The only downside I had in this game was for first, you had so much fun that actually the story was over pretty quickly. So I think if you play around 12 or 60 hours, then you are actually through with one region. But the very plot twist was, and that was one of the things they made absolutely right. You go into the Johto region, you earn all badges, and do you know where the Pokemon League was? Where you actually had to go into the end?
Yes.
It was in Kanto.
Oh shit.
Yes, you had to go to Kanto, battle the new Elite Four and the new champion, which was Lance. Lance was the new champion. And after that, you could actually travel Kanto, beat all 8, or you can get all the 8 badges from Kanto. And the grand final is if you go into the mountain after you have all 60 badges.
Oh yeah, yes, and you can actually battle Red. Yeah.
Yes, and you can actually battle practically yourself from the last game, and that was so amazing that you actually can do that. So when you think about it, this is such a great storyline that they say, okay, we gave you 2 regions you can pass, so you can refill your memories with all the Kanto regions that are completely complete, like the other games, but with stronger trainers and Pokemon, of course. But you can do everything except for this Savary zone, unfortunately. And in the end, okay, if you're really ready for this, then you can battle yourself in your strongest form. And when I first saw, I was like, wait a second, is this Red? Then I saved. I did go and I talked with Red, but you cannot talk with Red because it's always, point.
The mute protagonist, yeah.
Yes. Then you play with
two mute guys just
yes.
talking it out.
Like two autistic people talking with each other. and then you battle him, and the first thing he sends out is a 81 Pikachu, and you was like, fuck. All your Pokemon are when it comes to level 60 or a little bit 60, maybe below. Then he sends out 81 Pikachu, 77, then Venusaur, Charizard.
Oh,
Boy.
Yes, I heard from these old timers that that was the hardest thing to ever do before actually, I believe Cynthia showed up in Diamond.
Yes, and then if you beat everything from him, then he has a Snorlax. And this motherfucking Snorlax was 75, used amnesia, and slept so often, so he takes no damage at all with your strongest Pokemon. He recovers like crazy. This one was nightmare poor. I designed my team only to beat Snorlax at the beginning, because you had to, because the fucking thing was such a wall. And if you cannot get over that, you cannot beat Red. Oh god. That was such a big thing. Oh, he spammed like 5 or 6 times Amnesia, and then just like, okay, I have my wall. You attack, I attack bigger. I can sleep. I can attack even when I'm sleeping. Oh god.
Yeah. Yep. I understand.
That was a powerhouse. But it's funny that you mentioned actually Cynthia, because I wanted to question, what is your favorite champ from the regions you played or you know about?
My favorite champion, I believe, it's actually Iris. I believe Iris is the champion by Black and White too.
Was it this purple haired lady with the white dress?
No, it was the little girl actually, the one with the dragons.
Wasn't she the purple haired one?
No, the purple haired. I believe you are talking about the one from X.
I have no idea, because I've never played. I must look this up. What the hell Iris is?
Let me actually look her up. Let me send you a picture of her. Yep, here we go. This girl over here.
Yes, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. It's a purple hair one.
Oh, now I noticed. Yeah, actually. So yeah, it's this little girl actually.
And she only uses dragons?
No. Basically, I believe she has an Emolga. I believe, because I did not finish the game actually. I did not have the Black 2 finished. So she I'm going by the anime. She has an Emolga, an Excadrill, a Haxorus. By the end of the game, I believe she has, and a Dragonite. If she kept it from the anime.
Crazy. Yeah, so my favorite actually is Cynthia. And I think from all the champs, Cynthia is the one that actually has a pretty intelligent team building. Because every Pokemon she has double typing, and she basically has everything in their team.
Yeah, I heard she has a tough team.
So she's yeah, pretty good. She has some pretty good weapons in her arsenal.
Not bad, actually.
Yeah, she really was my favorite. If you watch the anime, then you actually also know this meme they made in Pokemon, where I don't know this one frog Pokemon. Was it Quackong or something like that? That punches Brook always when he talks to a girl,
Oh, yes.
and then he's KO.
Yeah, it hits him and he just gets knocked out, yeah.
I don't know if you know the scene, but there were the scene where Brooke actually talked to Cynthia the first time, and the frog came out from the Pokeball, wanted to knock him out, and Cynthia looked over Brooke's shoulder, is smiling, and then the frog is smiling. Yeah, okay, maybe I don't do this anymore.
Yeah, but it never stopped, I believe.
No? Cynthia is really cool. So they really made a great one, design-wise and with the team-wise. She's not just, I would say, a Pokemon beauty, so she's really expert.
Yeah, I liked Cynthia in the anime a lot, actually, because I believe you meet her in Diamond. I can't recall right now. But I believe you meet all the champions in every game before you actually face them.
Yes, actually, yes, you did.
So, yeah, I like actually Cynthia in the anime better than in the games. In the anime, she's really friendly and whatnot, so I actually like her in the anime.
There was, I didn't play it, the older games, but I think what I saw online on YouTube and co from some Pokemon Let's Play videos, that there is one mansion you can go into, completely random. Cynthia will also be in this mansion and has her strongest team with her, and just at random she will battle you, and that gave so many people's war flashbacks, because that must be a really tough fight and you was not even prepared for that.
I don't recall which game, but I do know that I know this is a thing, but I don't know which game.
Me neither. But I find it quite cool. So you're thinking, okay, like you mentioned, okay, you always meet the champs. So what can go wrong when I go into the world and just going around different houses, and then there is a fucking other champ from another game with their strongest team and beats you down just like that. So completely random.
Yeah, it's so random actually. There. Huh.
Is there a remake you would you wished for to be published from any Pokemon game? But there are a lot of remakes. If you look, Pokemon Yellow got a remake with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. There's Fire Red and Leaf Green for Blue and Red. There is Soul Silver and Heart Gold, and so on. Is there something you would say, okay, I would really want to have a remake from that generation?
Actually, so with Legends ZA, I believe we are going back to the Kalos region. I believe. I don't know, actually. But so I must say, Diamond and Pearl could use a touch-up.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
Because I believe this is the only generation that got skipped when remaking the games.
I think so too. But on the other hand, you could say that kind of Arceus would be replace them? Kind of?
I don't know. Maybe.
Have you heard of Arceus and the playstyle you are having in it?
I know Arceus. Are you talking about the game Legends Arceus?
Yes, the one where they actually play, I guess, in a world before Pokemon trainers ever existed and Pokeballs were just invented.
Yeah, I remember it, but I never played it. Maybe I will try to emulate it.
So I also don't ever played it, but I find it kind of interesting that they decided to make a video game about the past before they actually have Pokemon trainers.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. But to be fair, it also ties in, I believe, with the movie in some way. So I don't know.
Which movie?
Okay, now you asked something because I can't recall the title.
But I think it was a movie with Arceus itself.
Yes, it was a movie with Arceus. It took place in the Sinnoh region, and it also had a bit of history lesson. Let me see if Netflix has it.
So actually, my favorite Pokemon movie was the second one. I don't know the English name. In German, it was Die Macht des Einzelnen.
Arceus Chronicles. That was the movie.
Arceus Chronicles. Okay, sounds like
it's a Netflix exclusive, I believe. It's a Netflix exclusive, I believe.
Okay. Speaking of the anime, do you watch the new anime, Pokemon Horizons, or New Horizons?
No, I decided to watch everything Ash related, and then move on.
Okay, sounds fair. So I actually really love the new series.
I wanna cry over losing Ash properly.
Properly. So you haven't watched the final season?
I finished the last season that has Ash in it. The thing about me is I jump from episode to episode, so I'm never fully just sit down and watch the entire thing in one go. So I'm aware of the plot lines and whatnot and what happens, so I know the plot, and then I decide, okay, let me watch what I'm interested in.
I find it was a really cool idea that they actually wanted to end this with a bang, so that he got the chance to battle every single champ he has witnessed on his journey so far.
More or less.
Kind of. And you see so many protagonists from the games. You saw Gold from Yoto, Gary was in there, and all the other people. So every one you have met in the games you saw, and everyone that Ash met you could see. So I find it kind of interesting. So that they really made all the efforts to say, okay, we want to show every little one in this final season.
Yeah, but to be fair, it was to be expected actually, because it was market advertised as Ash's last ride. It's after that there is no more Ash. So yeah. obviously they are gonna go out with bringing in everybody.
But that was
Or at
fucking
least almost.
awesome. Yeah, that was really awesome. And I can say, if you watch the new series, give it a chance. I find it so good. It is so refreshing to not see Ash Ketchup every time. So the new ones are crazy. And I find the new season without spoiling you, I can say it's not about the typical Pokemon story. I got my Pokemon, I go out and collect gym badges. It's not.
Yeah, I heard that it's completely different.
Yeah, it's about, you could say pretty much it goes into the Pokemon itself, about their mysteries, about untold stories. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it more when Ash was battling these antagonists and going on these interesting adventures, mythologically related stuff and whatnot, rather than the gym and the league battles. Because I always know, okay, Ash is not gonna win, so it was it was to be expected that okay, Ash is not gonna win this one.
We don't let you in because then the story is at its end.
To be fair, when he finally won in Alola, I was like, oh shit, he actually did it.
Wait, he won?
Yeah, he was a champion going in the final season. He was already a champion.
What the actual fuck? Ash never wins.
Yeah, this time he did. Like, what? Oh my god.
Damn.
To be fair, it was really just he kind of shouldn't have won, but in the end he did.
Was it with Lucario?
He did. No. Actually, with the Lycanroc. In Alola, it was with Lycanroc. It was a.
Oh no, sorry, my mother was asking me something.
Oh. So it was an interesting thing because it was a mirror matchup between the Ash's actually dusk form Lucario.
Yes.
Lycanroc.
Right, I remember this one.
Yeah, and it was like counter. Okay, counter the counter. What the fuck?
It's like activating Mirror Force and Mirror Force. Or no, you activate my Magic Cylinder and then I Mirror Force.
Nah, it's really the you fool. You just activated my trap card. And then like, oh shit. Okay, Solemn Judgment.
Solemn Judgment. Oh god.
Yeah, but it was interesting and actually really a feel-good moment to see Ash actually becoming a champion, even though it was really a easy mode.
Easy mode. I kind of was it was heartbreaking in season 1 that Ash lost to the Pokemon League only because his Charizard said no, I don't want to.
Oh, don't tell me. Still to this day, I can't stand Charizard just because of this. Like, bro, what the hell? The guy was good to you, he loved you, he cared for you, and you are just an asshole.
But after that,
yeah, after that he was cool.
Yeah, after that he was actually cool. I guess he got his change. The moment they were on this Charizard farm in the mountains, where Charizard learned that he is as Charizard way too weak.
Yes, but actually he started listening to Ash earlier. But yeah, it was actually funny to see speedrunning to the Johto region. It was like, oh, I have Charizard, it's okay. I win everything, and then, okay, face to face with the others of his kind, he's quite weak. Like even the tamest one can knock his ass out, so, like, bro.
Yes.
Embarrassing!
That was a cool moment. But then, after in lots of movies, he saved Ash.
Yeah. Really, my hate towards him comes from the first season, like, for real. He just decided, yeah, I'm asleep.
Yes.
This isn't worth my time. Like, bro, are you for real?
I really liked the fight against Blaine's magma. The Blaine fight was really cool.
My favorite battle actually comes from, I believe, from Journeys, actually. Or wait, was it before? No, it's from Journeys when Ash battles Cynthia in the Masters 8, and they have the last two Pokemon, like Ash has his Lucario, Cynthia has her Garchomp, and like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
I really enjoy Cynthia fights.
Yeah, she's quite enjoyable. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. When she told that, I believe she told that she was gonna retire after that.
She wanted to retire even earlier, wasn't she?
I believe. I don't know. She was retiring for 10 years, so I believe. I don't know.
Wow. Okay. I would love to have.
Be fair, to be fair, when it comes down, I believe this is tied with Leon versus Ash for the championship finals in Journeys, where you have Pikachu versus Charizard as the final two.
Yes.
And also when Ash faced Paul in the Sinnoh League, and he had his Infernape actually go Super Saiyan.
What the hell? Really?
Yeah. Still to this day, I say Ash's Infernape has the most heartwarming story ever.
Because?
Oh, also you don't know about it. So you see Ash's Infernape, it was a Chimchar, so it's base as its base form, it was Paul's Pokemon, and Paul abused the heck out of him.
Yes.
And then okay, he was like, okay, you are useless, get out of here. And Ash took him in. And under him, not only overcome the PTSD that Paul caused him, but also after evolving, he beat his ass. So I'm like, yeah, that's it. Cool.
Okay, that's quite cool. But yeah, now that you say it, I remember that he used his Chimchar against Cynthia, who used a stick and then got completely chomped.
Yeah. That was something.
My fire type uses stick against a ground type. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have dick. Can it? That was so dumb.
Yeah. It's whatever. It's the anime.
I find the most. Huh?
It's the anime. We can give it a pass.
Yes, actually, we can.
It doesn't. It works nothing like the games. So yeah.
Why can you beat this opponent? Because it stands in the script. Oh, okay, fair point.
Why we can't beat this guy? He's just a 10-year-old. Yeah, but he's the protagonist. Oh shit.
That comes to the question, which Pokemon from Ash do you find the most interesting one? Not because of power or something like that, because it's just interesting in the entire concept.
Define the concept of the Pokemon. So my all-time favorite is Lucario. I really enjoy it, but that aside, I find actually Ash's Greninja to be quite interesting. Actually, the entire concept.
Wasn't Lucario and Greninja the only two Pokemon which has, aside from Pikachu, has some soul-binding connection? Wasn't Greninja also some kind of very deep connection with Ash?
Yes, it was actually the first one that had. I believe he was the first one that had this ability, Battle Bond. He bonded with Ash so much that actually it was like they are moving in sync. So whatever Ash did, Greninja did. Whatever Ash thought, Greninja thought. So it was quite cool actually. It was actually awesome, but to be fair, I also find it a bit overrated at this point because everybody's talking, oh, this was so epic, this was so epic, this was so epic. I'm just tired of hearing it. But I do find it interesting. So this Battle Bond ability is cool, and to think that it was just really only created to rival the Mega Evolution gimmick. So like, okay, we don't give Ash a Mega Evolved Pokemon. He will have Greninja with the Battle Bond ability. And it was cool. And after that came Lucario with his Aura Bond. So yeah, it's cool. They both are cool, but Greninja did it first. So the concept of this bond is quite interesting for me.
So this will come out of nowhere, I know. And I don't know the name of this Pokemon. But there is a Pokemon which actually doesn't exist. But he was reanimated so that he exists. With the parts he was got reanimated. I'm talking about this fossil Pokemon which has the fish head, but the body of the other fossil Pokemon.
Oh, you're talking about Dracovish.
I have no idea.
That's his name. The one with the fish head and the strange body.
Yes. Where I don't know this Pokemon, but somebody actually said to me there are switched the two fossils with each other. So one now has the or you could say one has the head and has the body. Yeah, and the other one has the body of the fish and the right head.
Yeah, I actually like it also. It's a goofball.
It's pretty crazy. It was not one of his strongest Pokemon, but it was pretty crazy design-wise. So it was something else for me.
Yeah, it was an interesting Pokemon actually. Now that I think about it.
So this Pokemon actually shouldn't exist.
Yeah, it's the first time they Frankensteined together a Pokemon.
Kind of.
That's interesting actually.
Now that you mentioned Frankenstein, you know about the story of Ditto?
I know the Pokemon, but the story behind it. I do not know it actually. Isn't he related in some way with Mewtwo actually? Now that I think about it,
he actually is related to Mew because Ditto is Mew.
Oh.
Dittos are clones from Mew, but they did a great failure So instead of creating Mew, they're creating a Pokemon with the abilities of Mew. But Ditto lost all his psychic abilities and had only the skills that Mew also had. Mew has the ability to actually have every attack from every Pokemon in existence. And Mew can actually learn every attack that it doesn't know. And she can actually, but I think it never does, can actually transform in every Pokemon at will.
Yeah, it does it in the movies and the anime.
It does?
Yeah, in the movies, in the anime, yeah, it actually does it. It does it a lot, actually.
Oh, okay.
I found it cute.
And actually Ditto has only this ability from Mew as a clone, but nothing else. And the only clone they made it, where they made it right, was Mewtwo, because Mewtwo was created by having a clone of Mew inside Mew itself. Then she gave birth to Mew, and then they separated it in this camera you see in the first movie. But then Mew escaped, and yeah, Mewtwo, then we know the other story. Mewtwo went lonely, went insane, and then goes on a rampage, and then this the entire story of the first movie aired.
Interesting. But basically saying, even if you are talking about the... but I believe altogether, Mewtwo is also just half of Mew. So he has the psychic abilities, but not the transformation.
Yes.
And Ditto has the transformation, but not the psychic abilities.
That's correct.
Interesting.
They couldn't do the entire thing, so they had kind of a split one. The Phalos that has the transform abilities, and you could say the not Phalar with all the ultimate psychic abilities, but kind of no heart or an empty heart.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is pretty cool to know. And what's even more interesting is I don't know the English name from the island where Blaine lives. What was it in English? The name, the Vulcan Islands.
Oh, I don't remember.
But in this islands, in Pokemon Yellow, there was this burned mansion. If you remember correctly.
I never reached that level.
No?
I never reached that level.
Oh, god damn it. So there was actually on the on the island on the seventh badge. You have to fight Blaine, the fire gym badge.
Yeah, that one I know, yes.
There is the mansion that got burned, and this mansion was the labor from the doctors and all the professionals that were creating the Mew clones. And they have diaries spread around and documents in this mansion where they stated they found Mew with dates. Mew gave birth, and then the new child had some problems, and so on and so on. And
I remember that the game was a bit more morbid than the anime, because the anime skipped the part altogether. I believe they created Mewtwo from the remains of Mew.
Yeah,
not the actual...
From the hair.
Not the actual morbid stuff that happens.
Yes. And the original story is that actually the following person were in it to recreate Mew. And there's Professor Oak, Bill, Giovanni, Blaine, and Mr. Fuji.
Oh.
That's not somebody will know, actually. And the experiment was kind of a failure. So Ditto was created, and Mewtwo escaped. So I think that they don't wanted to have this this storyline in the anime was practically, so they don't wanted to have Professor Oak as a bad person. And Mr. Fuji also, and they don't want to have blame Blaine. If this sentence makes sense.
Interesting. Because I know that Mewtwo actually has a really messed up origin.
Oh yes.
But the anime never really tackled it. Because, yeah, it's for kids.
Yes. But actually, the crisis of Mewtwo is why do I exist? So it was a being that not really exists, so he shouldn't exist. When he is questioning, okay, why do I exist? So why did you make me?
Yeah, and I remember in the anime Giovanni said, "Oh, you are a weapon."
Yes, but he was way too intelligent to be a weapon. So at first he plays along with his armor, but then in the end he was like, "What the fuck am I doing? I need to seek my purpose in my life. I need to get my life a purpose."
That was an interesting. So till this day, actually, Mewtwo is my favorite legendary because this storyline is actually insane. If you think about it.
If you think about it, this movie was made, I guess, 99, I guess, around. 2000, 2001 was the second movie.
Yeah, I believe it was 99.
And that they had the theme of cloning and all that stuff and the ethnic aspects of it. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. To be fair, because it's child-oriented, it's not gonna go in depth in that.
But for a child's movie, it was pretty deep if you think about it. If you watch this as an adult.
Yeah, it's quite deep. I know it's deep because I was there.
I was saying.
I believe 3 months ago I watched it for the very first time, the very first movie. I sit down because Netflix had it for a short while. Then they replaced it with the CGI bullshit. But I sat down, I watched it, and I was like, "Damn!" Because I know Mewtwo was interesting in some ways, and its storyline was kind of messed up. And yeah, it was never explored in the movie, but then again, the ideas and the whatnot, the personality, the message, everything related to Mewtwo was like, I'm just sitting there and like, oh shit, and this is for kids.
I did the beginning that they scratched out. The beginning with the girl. That was something that that was really sad.
I watched the sequence also, and I'm like, oh shit, this is sad.
That is really sad.
Because if you think about it, that was the doctor's daughter right there.
Yes.
Like, gone. Damn.
Yeah. This movie was the very first movie that I where I cried in a cinema back then as a kid, because Ash died for the very first time.
Yeah.
This is crazy when I think about it. I was the only kid in the entire room that cried.
Yeah, but I don't like it that later on they make a habit out of it and Ash practically dies in every third movie.
Really?
For 2 minutes, and then he gets revived.
God damn, he's like Krillin.
Yeah, I remember watching the Lucario and the Mystery of Mew movie. He died, and literally not even a minute had passed, and they were like, "Okay, you're coming back now." I'm like, "Bro, are you for real?"
I use Monster Reborn to bring back Ash Ketchum.
No, they changed Call of the Haunted. It was way too fast for Monster Reborn.
They used their Phoenix feeder from Cloud to revive Ash Ketchum.
Like, I was like, bro, at least give it 5 minutes.
And that's kids.
It was funny.
Why Ash Ketchum is still 10 years old? Because he died.
It was interesting in that movie, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, because it was actually not only Ash that died. Every human died in that movie.
Big spoiler. Okay.
Not only Ash, Brock died, Team Rocket died, everybody died.
Fuck.
Only to get revived 20 seconds later. I'm like, bro, are you for real? And then at the end of the movie, I was the one about to cry. Like, bro, are you for real?
This movie was such a masterpiece.
Yeah, it was actually quite mid. It's nothing spectacular, but I'm like, whoa. It was something. Why did they kill off Lucario? Like, bro, why?
Wait, he died?
Yeah, it's a complicated story, but Lucario dies in the end.
Oh man.
And you know, my favorite Pokemon, so I'm like, bro, why? Why? I don't know.
Sad.
Yeah.
Do you have any Pokemon items in your home? Cards, playmate, figures?
Yeah, I wish I had. I don't have any piece of merchandise. But I do remember seeing, I don't know if it's in stock or I should scout eBay or Amazon over it, but I really want a life-sized Lucario plush.
Only the Lucario one? Or do you want the Gardevoir as well?
I mean...
It's not a
It would be cool.
It would be cool, he says. Life-size Vaporeon.
Like I said, I have a beef with the entire evolution line, so...
No.
So no.
Be water, my friend. Be like Vaporeon.
Something I realized, and I was quite shocked when I realized, is that while Lucario looks really tall in the anime, like, oh my god, this guy is huge and whatnot, the guy barely reaches my waist, so it's like super short.
Yeah,
if you think about it.
He's like 1 meter 10 or something like that.
1 meter 20.
It's like a little chocolate.
Yeah, for me it's really just the waist area, and I'm often joking that he's at there is not an English version of this word, and it's not family friendly, so I'm gonna tell you outside of this video.
Okay.
What I was thinking.
I think this video is sometimes not very family friendly, especially in the beginning.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. It's really rude. But
okay, let's say it outside the video.
but really, what it means is really just short.
Ah.
So really, what it refers to is Lucario is short.
Yeah.
And I was like, ain't no way this guy is this short. So my favorite Pokemon is barely half my size.
Well, it's a pocket monster, so it has to be in your pocket.
Yeah, I get that, but it should refer to, okay, you have your monster in your pocket, but because it's in a ball. Like, bruh, what the fuck? It's whatever.
And everyone knows
it's whatever.
Pokemon trainers have 6 balls. Ah, gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there something in final you wanted to say?
No, I believe that was all I had in me.
Oh. Okay. Then thank you that we could have this funny conversation. We should do this more
Thanks
often.
for inviting me.
We should definitely do this
should.
more often.
Yeah, we should.
Okay, guys. This is the end from this very chaos podcast. It's my first one since a longer time, and especially not alone this time around with a partner. So if you want to see or hear more from Eric and me, post them in the comment section down below, and tell me, what do you want me to talk next with Eric? Maybe Eric has also a topic he wants to talk about, and then we will make a video out of it. And thanks, guys. Like and subscribe, and then we see us next time.